How are you doing and how have you been? And we're back with Rimworld. Now I'm going hard this time, everyone. We've had some embarrassing fails, that sort of stuff that we need to just eliminate from the back of my mind and to the back of your mind. We all need to forget it and we need a fresh start. So let's find out our world. We're just slamming in it full pelt today. And here we go, here's our beautiful world. So we are going to look for some mountainous tiles, the whole idea. I've sort of avoided them before, but I think we need a little bit of help if I'm honest. Something like 40 out of the 60 days growing zone is also really, really nice. Being near a road would be sort of okay. But then again, being outside of nowhere would be fine as well. Maybe we could try something different. So obviously you know me, I like marble and granite. Granite's the hardest material and marble's the most beautiful, though apparently slate flooring's quite good. See, this is a really good position, but then you've got caves. So that sort of makes me a bit more miserable. So caves basically means there's already caves on the map and they are probably infestated with bugs. So that's a bit too close to them. Do you know what? I think we're going to try it because I don't think I've actually ever played a map with caves. We've got granite, we've got marble, we've got 30 out of the 60. That's the only thing. It would have been better to get 40 out of the 60 because it means winters are going to be quite harsh. But I think we might have to just accept that and just take it on the chin, to be honest. Could always come down here. No, I think we'll go up here. It'll be interesting because we'll have sort of a beach side as well. We're going to just have to keep a real eye on winter and make sure we're prepared. And obviously we just up it by one. Let's get our group together. What I'll do is, because sometimes when you're randomising this, it just takes a while and we want a good team to start with. We're going for the win this, guys. So I'm trying to look for someone with no health. Everyone needs to be good at least 2 things. And then hopefully we can go from there. So I'll be back when I find our champions. So here we go. I'm not going to lie, this actually took quite a long time to actually find 3 people. So I'm sort of glad that I did it off camera. So first up we've got Luxembourg. Really, really good set of skills. Incapable of dumb labour, which is so-so. Does have creepy breathing, so that might wind up people. Industrious, so plus 35% global work speed, which is really, really good. We made sure there's no health issues with anyone, just because we're all about completing it. We're not about challenging ourselves. This game has mocked me too much now. It needs to be completed. And kind as well, so if anyone else has creepy breathing or looks ugly, then she's not going to bully them, which is great. Levi's next. Incapable of violence, which is again a little bit boring. No, tell a lie. Does have a bite scar, which is painful. Oh, we're going to keep it. Just as I thought we were sailing. So we are going to keep it. That might become a problem down the line, but we'll have to sort it out. Super immune, which is really, really cool. So if she gets the plague or something like that, she will be able to overcome it very, very fast. Optimist, so she has a permanent mood effect, which might actually take away the pain negative modifier, so that would be interesting. Again, someone that's kind, really, really interesting. And again, if you look at all the stats of these first people, I like especially the first 3 characters to be able to do a multitude of amount of things. Next, Roberts. Incapable of caring does sort of disappoint me a little bit, just because the amount of times I'm in a situation where 2 of my colonists go down and the one that's left can't care is very, very negative. But again, she's very strong. She can do all the 3 most important things, especially when you're just setting out. Construction, mining, sort of, and plants. So brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Psychically deaf, so at least if there's any psychic debuffs that aliens send us, she'll be able to sort it out, which is nice. Hard worker, again, plus 20% work speed, which is really, really cool. And fast walker, so she'll even move a little bit quicker. So I think we've got a really good team. I could probably stay here for a couple more hours and get in a better team, but I am happy with this. Let's jump in and see what map we've got. We've got caves, so wish me luck. Here we go. So we've seen that message lots and lots of times. What we are going to do is wait until our 3 people are crash landed, and then we'll make sure they are equipped with all the guns that need to be. I am right in thinking there was only 1 person. Is there 2 people not incapable? So you can do violence, but you're just not very good at it. Lovely. And then you can have, where's the rifle? Behind the donkey. I like having a donkey as a pet because I'm pretty sure they can haul, because I think that's the only thing is some animals can't haul, which gets a bit negative. And it's really cool to be able to train animals, and I've never gone intensively into it. Is that the right word? Like training them, being able to actually use them for your own benefit, that sort of stuff. Don't worry, we are going to get to having a look at all the good stuff on the map. I just want to basically make sure I allow all these stuff so we can haul it before I forget it. There's some meals there. And let's have a look. As we can see, there's a lot of tunnels. Basically means at any point bugs can infestate these tunnels, so this can get really messy to the point where like they might be spewing out with bugs and stuff, which I find actually quite interesting, to be honest. We've got some, there we go, there's our bugs. So there's not many, but they probably would still mess us up, especially if you're not careful. Obviously you can always get lucky and sort of defend yourself. There's some really defendable locations here and here where we could literally just close it off and be very, very defended. I think I like this spot a little bit more. This spot does have a steam geyser, but the problem is it has a lot of buildings that we're going to have to tear down and whatnot. And if we start here, obviously there's a chance this might get infestated, but we could always just mine ourselves out here. So I think I'm going to pick this spot, although I do think this spot is better, but I think for day one, we're going to start in there. If we had like 5 characters or whatnot, we'd probably run in here, start demolishing everything. But I want the base to look nice day one, so that is pretty much it. So, a little trick if you do play this game. Make yourself an area. Now, areas or zones are really, really cool that I don't think beginners use very nice. So we want bug no-go. Bug no-go zone. Now you're thinking, what is he going on about? What's he doing? So you're thinking, what's he going on about? I totally had to re-record that as an ice cream van went around outside. Thank you very much, Mr. Whippy. If you don't know what a Mr. Whippy is, I can't help you. Anyway, so you're probably thinking, what am I doing? So this steel up here, I don't want my colonists walking over and collecting. Now I know it's not allowed, but say later on I accidentally allow it. I don't want them coming through here because they're going to aggro these bugs. Then that means that hive is going to create more. So what I want to do is do a bug no-go zone. Let me just make bug no-go zone. I'm going to have it down here, because I don't want them to magically pop out of the tunnels, because I imagine at some point he is going to come out a little bit. So now you're thinking, great, you've zoned it. Now what? Now is when the magic starts. So you go magic area, you invert it just by that button there. And now, if we have a look at our bug no-go zone, it basically means I can tell all our colonists to go everything that's coloured in, apart from the bit that isn't coloured in. And then you just go to schedule, bug no-go zone. Lovely. And then they will never go there. We will set up some more zones later on, like attack, like under attack, which basically means everyone will rush back to the base and stuff like that. It's a really, really handy tool. I think some things on this can seem complicated when you're like watching, because I've seen a few people comment and say, looks complicated. Actually, once you've played it through once, especially on the easy difficulties, it's actually quite forgiving, this game, surprisingly enough. It's on the later difficulties that you have to have a bit of wits about you, I feel. Anyway, so we've just gone along the map. We have unallowed everything. I'm starting to feel like I've got my tutorial voice on. If you haven't seen my tutorials, check them out. I'm nowhere near like, I was going to say nowhere near know what I'm doing. I sort of know what I'm doing. Right, so we made a stockpile, so we're going to get people at least start moving stuff back. Numlock. Can you not use that key? Oh, how disappointing. You can't use the numbers. Right, there we go. So we have got our weapons. Hopefully everyone's hauling, but I'm pretty sure Luxembourg can't, which is disappointing. Always do manual priorities, just because this is a really good way of like just making sure everything's going to get done on day one. And I have to say, this is a feature I love in this game, that you can actually set priorities for everything. So, Levi, you are our cook. Congratulations. If you're not cooking, I want you smithing, craft and do all that. I don't want you to research. Luxembourg will probably be our researcher, because then, basically, if you haven't got anything to do, I want you to clean or haul stuff. And if you can't clean or haul stuff, I want you to research. So you're going to go constructor, grower, miner, plant cutter. If you're really bored, clean and get rid of art. Because I'm not interested in art, and won't be doing that for a while. Luxembourg, I want you to plant cut number 1 because apparently you are no good for anything else. And you go the opposite. So at least everything's going to be getting done. Mining and growing obviously is going to be in the back burner, but that's absolutely fine. We're not going to be doing lots of mining anytime soon. Obviously, eventually we're going to get our base in this mountain. I haven't actually done a lot of mountain basing since they put like infestations in where they come so regularly. Because there was a point where you can actually build into the mountains and then there wasn't anything bad that could happen. Then there was a period, I'm sure there was a period where infestations were a thing, but if you could get the room in the mountain to a certain temperature, then it was fine. I'm sure that was a thing. Let me know if you play this game. Right, what we are doing now is we are trying to set up some bedrooms using the planner tool. So like I said, we're going for broke, and all these, we're only on like 2nd speed, and these guys can just haul in the meantime. So I'll do like a 4x5. Be really nice if we could get the first 3 bedrooms all connected. So that looks quite nice there. Saying that sappers could come through here, so you get sappers that come through the walls and whatnot. I wouldn't normally worry about it because we are playing on the harder difficulty. The game don't let up. You can get like sappers day 1, that sort of stuff. Could build it along there. Again, I don't like that. This is the problem whenever I play Rimworld. I spend too long trying to make everything look nicey. Yeah, I think I probably will go... Oh no, I'm an idiot, aren't I? But I really like Rimworld for a number of things, and I've always played it. Like I've said before in my other videos, I've always... I bought it when like the guy, when he updated the game, would still send it to you in like emails and stuff. It was like crazy. So we're just starting up some wood cutting because we're going to want tons of wood. I can feel it in the air. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. And we want to get bedrooms up day 1. That will be massive if we can get bedrooms up day 1. Well, I've got OCD when I play this game, so like bedroom doors and whatnot all have to be in the same place and whatnot. There's no craziness in my Rimworld. There we go. We will have a dumping stockpile. I might just put it up here for the time being. Because then eventually we can build a room up here that does all the... What's the word? The blocks and whatnot. You can allow rotting, I suppose. Not corpses. Because you basically want to get rid of all these rocks so then stuff looks more beautiful. Because your characters get a mood modifier if everything looks beautiful, so... But yeah, a lot of things are going to be made out of wood. Someone's thrown up on the floor, absolutely lovely. And we are going to want to build... The only problem is I'd have preferred this to have been a bit wider so we could have got a bit better of like defence or something up. Because what I'm feeling, I saw it on... Because I think defence is where I always sort of fail at, to be honest. And I saw a really like interesting design, which I'm going to try out, because why wouldn't you try it out for the first time when you're doing your YouTube video? Why wouldn't you? Because I only want 2. So yeah, it would be there, wouldn't it? It's the problem, it's in, we're in a... So we might just have to have a small bit for now and worry about it later. Oh, I don't like the idea of that, but... Don't really think there's much else we can do. So everyone's sleeping on the floor, which is lovely. Like, why would you build your bedrooms and stuff? Like, just sleep on the floor. It's absolutely fine. Doesn't bother me at all. While they're sleeping, we can mess about with this. Because we're on the hardest mode, so you really want to be getting up defences like straight away. So the idea here is, and if you've played the game, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So the game will always pathfind to the quickest path to get to you. So we're going to pave it so it's quick, but what we're also going to do is we're going to chuck loads of spike traps down it. So then they have to walk across them. Ooh. There we go. And then the doors are obviously for our people. Someone is already in a bad mood. What is your problem already? Optimism, ate without a table, slept on the ground. See, it's that day one sleeping on the ground that's sort of done us no favours. Have we got some grass? Oh, we've got some nice bit of grass here, so we'll set that up as a growing zone. Yeah, I just wanted that one little one. Oh, this game's been a pain. Shrink zones. Growing zone. There, please. There, please. I'm going to have to fill all this out manually. I won't worry about the orange bits because they won't grow as fast, and to be honest, I think this is a big enough bit on the green. I don't want to start wasting our time. We will just put rice down for the time being because it's the quickest growing crop. Obviously it gives you the least amount. Livy, what is wrong with your health? Robert's bit hurt. Oh god. And we ain't got a bed. Oh, are we going to die already? Because I'm actually like... Can someone build this bed? Because Levi's going to kill herself. Because she's got to fight with Roberts, apparently. I didn't even see this happen. What I want to do is I want you to be able to self-tend yourself. Because you're bleeding. It's only because I looked up and I could see that red little thing. So I was thinking, what is going on? Right, has someone got construction on 1? Roberts has. Roberts is just maxing relaxing. Another thing is we want to get rid of all this sleep here. The reason why we want to do that is because I want the game to physically tell people to go to sleep between these 2 times. The problem with having it up there is if they're at their full capacity of rest at 3, they will remain in bed until 5, until 6 because you've told them to. I think Levi insulted him. I just saw the warning there. And here we go. We have already got a raid. This is what I'm talking about. Randy's not messing about. What have we got here? Someone with a dagger and someone with a gun. It would have been nicer if we could have got this up. Maybe there's still a chance. I'm going to have to tell people to just prioritise building it all and not assigned to constructing. Do it 4 because I don't really want you constructing past this. And who's Levi? But if we can get some form of defences, we might not even have to fight them too. Prioritize. Where are you going? Alright, I don't want you going near here. So they will. So Levi's got an infection. Just ignore it, Tazastical. Just ignore it. Right, I don't think we're going to be able to get that up quick enough. Can you build the bed? Yeah, start working on the bed, please. Because you need some bed rest, otherwise you're going to die. To be fair, we could have built on the beach, which would have been interesting. But then we've got all this mountain otherwise that won't get used, so it'd be a bit redundant. Alright, Proto's working on that, please. And then what we are also going to do is, because it's a bit nice that they had the, you know, they're coming to attack me, but at least they're not attacking me straight away. So we want under attack. We're going to do the same thing we did with our bug zone. Apart from this time we're not going to invert it. So this is our under attack. So when we're under attack, I only want you. Right. When we're under attack, I only want you going on this. So basically it means they'll carry on working in here And they just won't go outside here, which would be beautiful. I don't know why that's not allowed. Because I'm hoping we've actually, if we can get that one bit of wall up, we can actually defend ourselves. What are you doing? You're meditating. Are you insane? Right, get back to base. Because you're far too away if I need to call you back. Right, the Pirates of the Violators? Jeez, that's a dark name. Right, Roberts, if you can get that trap, brilliant. Now we tell everyone, get into the under attack zone. And to be fair, we might have got this up in good time to the fact that we might not actually have to do anything. We're about to find out. Right, 1 trap, 2 trap, 3 trap, you're down. Make sure we allow that knife. Eventually we'll put these as steel traps. But the wood ones, there's a chance of obviously maiming and not killing. But we kill them all, so that's absolutely fine. And that's lovely, and that's why we want to get that up as quick as possible, because I know what this game is like. They come at you fast and quick. We are on the hardest difficulty on Randy Random, so I should expect nothing less. Who is our doctor to make sure Levi is getting the moral support she needs? Shot by Luxembourg. What is going on? What is going on? Right, the infection. Immunity is 21. The infection is 11, so you'll be absolutely fine. You will survive. Let's make sure our donkey stays in this area, because I don't want the donkey starting to wander around and then a predator starts attacking it, because we need another name for our donkey. Right, speed 3. Why are we going slow? We're going to absolutely smash this. I'm actually pumped for this scene. I go through phases of like games, I don't know if you guys do, of like being super addicted to a game. It's like I'm either all in or I'm all out. There's no in between for me. Right, we've got a lot of meals, but we have to stay focused that is obviously going to run out at some point. So we are going to think about what we want to do. And here is another raid. They will prepare for a while before they attack us, and there's 3 of them. There's a shotgun and 2 pistols. I'm so glad we got this up early. However, I'm sorry to wake you all, but you need to get these spike traps back up. Because otherwise we're dead. Levi, have you gotten over it? You got the infection, but you're basically over it. Sorry, but you're all hands on deck, please, and get the traps back up. Obviously, eventually we'll sort this out to be a little bit better. But it is what it is to start with. It is what it is. And obviously, it might be worth making another entrance or exit eventually, obviously. For the time being, let's just worry about what we're doing. Right, I know we're not going to get all these traps up. But if we can get as many up as possible, that would be really nice. We have to be aware that they are quite close down here. Might have to do something with this spot. Like the caves has just made it quite interesting. Right. Roberts, what are you doing? You're building that wall. How about no? And build that, please. Luxembourg, I don't care that if you're hungry. You're not going to have time to do that. Right, they are now starting their attack. So, Luxembourg under attack, please. Levi under attack. Roberts, you're fine because you're going to be building. Oh, that was close, that was close, that was close. Oh, quick, 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 quick. Are you going to have enough time? Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Good boy, good boy. You're a female, good girl, good girl. Alright, our only gun is Luxembourg, so Luxembourg, get up here, please. What are you doing, you insane person? Schedule, under attack. Is there any way to shrink this? Just want to shrink it so it's not going there. Have all the things I want you to do. That is definitely not one of them. Where's the shrink? Under attack. Right, just stay away from there, you crazy person. So then you go, you find the next best thing. Right, you're going to have to... So I'm conscious that they're running through. Oh, look at him, Speedy Gonzalez. Run, Roberts, run! Run! Run for your life! Hang on. Watch this skill, watch this skill. Alright. Yes! That's what we wanted. So the other person got killed in the trap. My idea was I was hoping that he wouldn't be able to hit me if I was in his face with a knife. My logic is he wouldn't then be able to use his gun. The traps did sort of maim someone. Are you worth the trouble to rescue? To be fair, you probably are. You really probably are. How hard are you to recruit, does it say? To be fair, we might just let you die. It's a shame because you look pretty good. But what we will do is an opportunity to actually strip you and nickel your clothes. Hopefully we can kill... Right, please do not get shot by Luxembourg. That will actually depress me. I was hoping that he'd die and we'd be able to get his shotgun, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. We'll strip Leslie, so then we'll get them clothes, which will be lovely. And this is why you get defences up on these hard modes as quick as possible. Right, so then we've got all this clothes, because if you make them wear like dead man's clothing, they get really miserable about it. Right, kitchen is going to be the next priority. To be fair, we're going to need 2 more beds. Otherwise, moods are going to start getting low. So we'll worry about doing that. To be fair, there's a lot of wood outside and we've got a lot queued up. So it's not going to be the end of the world. Probably put the kitchen down here. Don't know the best way how we're going to do it. We've still got 25 mils, so it's not the end of the world, but obviously... As if Luxembourg is sleeping next to... I love the idea that... So Leslie has hit a trap. Look, she's got a cracked spine. She's bleeding. Death in 1 hour. And you've laid next to her. Not helping her, just laying next to her. Like getting some joy out of her. The doom that's now upon her. Very, very weird. On that note, I think we'll leave it here. If you've got to this point of the video, leave a sub, leave a like, leave a comment, leave anything you want, you sexy animals. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.